I've gone through the lock and dam from top to bottom today. Over the top of it, underneath it. You know, I learned an awful lot today that I wish I had learned some time ago, but the bottom line is, after looking at that thing today, I believe it would cost more money to tear it down than it would to fix it. Now, I don't do that type of construction, but I've done a lot of construction in my day, and that is the most well-constructed, and it's like I said, 80 years ago, those folks knew what they were doing. It's got the bottom gates to deal with the flooding. It's got the two end gates. The water goes over, and you know the biggest thing with this weir is there's no way to control the water, which means, and you can see where the water level was here, and I think we're dropping 4 or 5 feet here, okay? And so, but that water can go, if there's no gates down, that water could go higher. So you can have water fluctuating here 6 feet when you have lots of rain. Those gates, the last time I was there a month ago, those gates were wide open. And the water was the same level on both sides of the lock and dam, which tells you, in fact, they could not conduct this simulation until the rain declined, and we've had a little decline in that. But they've got them open down there now, obviously, and this is how they're dropping the level. But you know, I'm concerned about erosion and silt. You know, what happens if this thing fills up with silt? I mean, you walk across the river. That's the reason they designed it with bottom gates. So, like I said, it's an engineering, it's a piece of work. You know, the bottom line is, I tried to stop the law. We got in touch with the transportation T&I folks when we heard about it, the deauthorization. They said it was too late to get it in. That's why I had to vote against the bill. And then I have been working to reauthorize the dam since then. And there has been pushback because the Corps keeps saying that it's going to threaten the progress of the port deal. In other words, it's going to cause an extension. This work, this fish ladder, does not have to start until 2021. We got 2 years. You know, a little sense of urgency, I would think we could get that done. I talked to NOAA yesterday. What we're looking at now is just that, and they did present an option that included the lock and dam. In my mind, there's no question that the law says that it was at the pool at the time the law was signed, okay? We have geological evidence that the pool was 114.5. This pool is substantially below 114.5. And so there's no question about what, in my mind, what the law says. So I have actually put the Corps on notice as far as that's concerned. And then, of course, they said, well, NOAA will have to look at this and reevaluate because that would require them to go to option 1.1, which includes keeping the lock and dam, and it will also require the fish ladder, obviously, to be higher. I talked to the NOAA, who is designing the fish ladder, or giving them the data to design the fish ladder, and they said that if the Corps can get back with them, they could have it, have the data to them in 135 days. They have 135 days, and then the Corps can design it, fix the dam, put in the fish ladder, and do this the way it's supposed to be done. I'm going to do everything within my congressional power to stop the Corps from doing this. We cannot allow this to happen. Again, I was against the law, that's why I voted against it. But I was told, hey, they got to maintain the pool. I said, they can't maintain the pool without the lock and dam. There's no way. That's why it's there. And so, in fact, I met with the Corps one time. I said, do one of the options include the lock and dam? They said, yes. I said, well, good, because that's the only way you're going to maintain the pool. They said, we understand that. So, you know, again, this is one of the problems. You've heard the President talk about this in dealing with the fifth branch of government up there, fourth branch of government up there, is the agencies. what I'd like to do is get some contractors who do this kind of work down here, get their ideas on it, and really see what is, you know, like I said, I think it's going to cost more to take that thing out after walking through that thing today than it would to fix it. And that doesn't make a lot of sense.